How's it going, guys? JTJudgment here, and welcome to a squad builder of all things in FIFA 15 Ultimate Team here on my channel. You guys have been sending me messages and placing comments on my content saying that you would like to see squad builders on a regular basis. Well, today, guys, we're going to be starting exactly that. Let me know, guys, what sort of teams you would like to see, whether you would like to see hybrids, nation teams, or league teams, any sort of teams you would like to see. Let me know down below, and I will get right to it. Today, guys, we're going to be starting things off with a hybrid. It is a pretty decent hybrid. I mean, I'm not exactly an expert at making hybrids, so if this isn't, you know, quite called, or what a hybrid should be is what I'm trying to say, then I do apologise, but I'm pretty certain, guys, that it is a hybrid. So let's get into the team, guys, starting off with our goalkeeper and two centre-backs. We have got the Bayern trio, actually, guys. In goal, we are going to have Manuel Neuer, our left centre-back, Jerome Boateng, and our right centre-back, Mehdi Benatia. Neuer, he's a decent goalkeeper in this game, nowhere near as good as he was last year though, guys, I will say, but he is definitely a good goalkeeper. Is he worth the coins? In my opinion, not really. I mean, you could honestly go for Leno or Weidenfeller over Neuer, save yourself a hell of a lot of coins. Two players I will, however, recommend you do buy, whether it be for a Bayern team or a Bundesliga team, is Boateng and Benatia. These guys are absolutely fantastic in defence. Very, very difficult to get past them. They both have pace. They're both tall. They're both strong. They got everything you want in a defender, you know, and I got to say they are fantastic. Right then, guys, we have put in the Bundesliga side of the team. We're going to be moving over to the Barclays Premier League side of the team. Now, we are in the left-back position. We've got Chelsea's Felipe Luis. Come to think of it, guys, the whole Premier League part of this team is actually Chelsea. So in the centre defensive mid role, we have got Ramirez. The cam is going to be Oscar, and the left mid is going to be none other than Eden Hazard. That's the Barclays Premier League side of the team, guys. Going through them, Felipe Luis is a pretty bad left-back, in my opinion. Never really performs well for me. He's got very, very good stats for a left back, mind you, but I don't know what it is. He just performs bad for me, bottom line. Ramirez is fantastic. He's got pace, he's got defending, he's got dribbling, he's got a decent shot, he's got the good work rates for a midfielder, you know, bombing up and down the pitch constantly, so he defends and attacks equally. Oscar, in my opinion, is not exactly what I would call a centre attacking midfielder. He's got high defensive work rate, medium attacking work rate. His shooting for me really isn't the best, but his passing is definitely where he comes into play most for me. He's definitely more of an assisting midfielder rather than you know, an attacking midfielder scoring long shots and stuff like that. And then you got Eden Hazard, who is all in all a fantastic player, but I will say though, guys, he is definitely wasted as a left midfielder. If you use this guy as a forward or a winger, then this guy is definitely going to do damage for you. Not exactly someone who is cheap though, guys. If you want to swap out for a cheaper option, you've obviously got the option of Schürrle, who is a fantastic player also, but I have the coins to afford Hazard, and I actually packed Hazard as well, which is why he is in this team. Right, guys, moving over to the right-hand side of the pitch, we're going to be adding a splash of the League One, or the League Un, however you want to pronounce it, or more specifically, PSG is the only part of the team that is going to be from League One. We got Aurier at right-back and Lucas at right-mid. Aurier is one of the best right-backs I've used. Bottom line, he is fantastic. He's got high work rates, good pace, good physical stats, and he is always in the position that I need him to be in to defend and save my arse at the most, you know, the times that I need him most, basically. Lucas, on the other hand, I don't know what it is, but in this team, I hardly ever saw him. He was very, very bad for me in this team. I've used him a couple of times in the past, and he performed well for me, but in this team, he just did not show up. Now then, guys, we're going to be moving up to the strikers. Now, as you can see, we're going to be moving into a different league, so we're going to be needing two strikers that give each other hyperlinks. Now, for those of you that don't know what hyperlinks are, they are players that play for the same team and come from the same country. Now, the players that we're going to be using in this team is going to be the informed version of Icardi, and his teammate is going to be Rodrigo Palacio. So, as you can see there, guys, both players play for Inter. Inter Milan or Inter, and both players come from Argentina. That is what you call a hyperlink. Another example would be Ronaldo and Coentrao, you know, Real Madrid and Portugal. Another example would be the legend Inzaghi and the legend Vieri. Both of them are legends in the game, and both of them are Italian, and obviously both are strikers. So you've got countless options, guys, that you could use instead of Icardi and Palacio. I went for these guys because I wanted to use Palacio because he is absolutely ridiculous in this game. If you haven't tried him, try him. He is one of the most overpowered strikers I have used. Much better than Ibarbo, guys, for me personally, and that's saying something considering how well Ibarbo plays for a lot of people. Icardi, on the other hand, I packed him in the very first week of Ultimate Team. I'm not going to be selling him simply due to the fact that I'm the first owner, and I like to be the first owner of informs that I do get lucky enough to pack. But I got to say, he's a bit bad. He is pretty terrible. If you need an Argentina striker in the Serie A, I would highly recommend going for Palacio or Tevez over him. That's the team, guys. I've had a blast using it. Let's go into the gameplay and show you some of the goals that I did manage to score with this team. So moving into the goals, guys, and I've got to say, this team is absolutely fantastic. If you have the coins to make the team identical to what I have just shown you, then I recommend you do it because it is absolutely fantastic. It's not perfect though, guys. There are a couple of players in the team that don't quite perform well, or didn't, at least in this team. You know, for example, Lucas, I've used him in the past and he has been fantastic for me, but in this team, for some reason, he just did not show up. Who is there? Oscar, I've used him in the past. Even though he didn't play bad for me in this team, I have enjoyed him sometimes in the past. He's not my ideal centre attacking midfielder. To be honest, guys, the main reason why he was in this team, I think, is for chemistry reasons. But he is definitely not what I would use as a centre attacking midfielder. His work rates don't suit his position. Definitely use him as a central midfielder. That would be my advice to you guys. The best players in this team, without a shadow of a doubt though, guys, has got to be Hazard, Palacio and Ramirez. Now, Ramirez is not a goal scorer in this game unless you use him as a striker or something, but I used him as a CDM and he fits that role perfectly. He's got high work rate, so he's bombing up and down the pitch, he's attacking and defending equally. He's got a fantastic pace for this game, not just for a defensive midfielder, but for this game, you know, so he's going to be able to catch up to a lot of people. Strength wise, he's very good as well, so you know, it's not gonna, he's gonna take the ball off a lot of attackers pretty easily, and you will be surprised by the amount of times that he will muscle people off the ball. Palacio is just, he's just too good, guys. If you haven't used him for some reason, because he doesn't go for that many coins, use him. If you need a Serie A striker or an Argentina striker, Palacio is definitely, you know, one of the cheapest options. And to be honest, guys, he's one of the best. So, you know, obviously you've got the likes of Aguero and Tevez and whatnot, but if you haven't got that much coins, then Palacio is definitely a player you should consider buying. Hazard was very wasted as a left midfielder, I will say, but as soon as I switched his position up to the striker, playing him alongside Palacio, they were working together insanely well, and Hazard was just scoring for days. And as you can see there, guys, in the background, he's scoring goals for days, and I had a blast using him. If you guys have got enough coins to make this team, I highly recommend it. I had a blast using it. That's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed the goals. I hope you enjoyed this team. Let me know what you thought down below in the comment section, and that's going to wrap things up, guys. Take care, and I will see you all next time.